I did not record an intro for this video, so please enjoy the memes. Also, this is my first voiceover. This is like my sixth time recording this. I'm so sorry. But I recorded my editing process for one of my articles that I wanted to share with you because I think it's a really cool niche job and I thought it was fun to, talk about. So I first just started off like reading my article and kind of going over and over and over and over and over again, um, adding some notes as well. And my article is about stray kids, and this was the first article that I wrote and crafted myself. So the concept was my own, it got approved, and it was really fun to do. But I had a lot of mistakes because it was the first review I've ever written. So I had to kind of, go back and reread over and over again. Pretty much also, I wanted to add that an article is basically just an essay, but like a fun essay, if that makes sense. So I'm basically a nerd who studies K-pop and writes about it. I work for a company called 24 Hour K-pop. Shout out to you guys for letting me do this video. I asked beforehand, so everything's clear. But yeah, so the editors at 24 Hour K-pop sent me my article. I wrote the article, I had a deadline, and they edited it and they sent it back to me since it was my original idea, and I did ask them if I could edit it. And so I'm just going over, typing, and rewording some things. I also had to omit some things. This all took me like an hour to do. Also do research, a lot of research, not just on my free time but for the articles itself. This one was pretty fun because it's my bias group, Stray Kids, and I was basically writing about their newest album, so I got to listen to the album and talk about the album and watch music videos, which was really fun. So it's basically every single thing we do in our free time but an article. So right here I was looking up the lyrics to Blueprint and I was writing it down. Also, when I do write an article for the first time and not editing it, research takes a lot longer, probably about a day or two to get research done, including videos. If I don't know any groups, I look up extensive videos, extensive member profiles. I look up like unhelpful guides sometimes if I don't know the group, but I typically know a lot about some groups just from social media, so it's not that hard. But it's also fun just to learn more about groups, so even if I don't know the group that well, it's still really fun. But right here I get to watch Blueprint's music video, which again was fun, and I was literally analyzing it to a T because again I'm writing about it, so I have to add it in like an essay pretty much. So it's like supporting points and stuff like that. Also, I wanted to get into like why I do this, and it's just because it's like my hobby. Like K-pop has been my hobby for like 8 years of my life, and I googled it one day and I was like, I wonder if I can do a job like this, and I found out there's a such thing as a K-pop journalist, and I didn't know I could be one, but I ended up being one, and it was really fun. It is a really fun and amazing experience. And the editors and the staff that I talk to are really nice. They guide me through everything. I'm an intern, so I don't actually get paid, but it's all for fun. It's fine. Again, it's just a hobby that I do for fun. I'm taking the notes that I put from the music video, adding it into the article, which for me this is kind of the easiest part because I can just recite information and in the best way possible. So it's basically relaying information for the audience, which is also, I want to say that I have had like a lot of training. I was in high school as a journalist, and so when I got out of high school, and I became like a K-pop intern writer, Um, Writing has been something that I've already been used to, writing articles. I was trained to do it in high school. So this probably maybe seems a little bit easier than it is. It's not that easy. And again, like, this is the first review I've ever done. So it's not just all, relaying information, writing an essay. This was me learning how to write an article. And the people at 24 Hour K-Pop were super nice and super helpful. Like, my boss ran it down for me. Like, she was so sweet. And she allowed me to, revise it themselves, because a lot of times I feel like maybe editors might not let their, staff edit their own work, but since it was my personal baby, she let me do it. So it's not all eggs and sunshine. Also, I've done articles before. Like, I wrote an article on KCON, which was really chaotic for me, because I had to condense so much information in there and it was overwhelming. I had to like write articles and stuff, but I love writing, and it's a hobby that I enjoy, so I do it anyway. Write an article. And the people at 24 Hour K-Pop were super nice and super helpful. Like, my boss ran it down for me. Like, she was so sweet. And she allowed me to, revise it themselves, because a lot of times I feel like maybe editors might not let their, staff edit their own work, but since it was my personal baby, she let me do it. So it's not all eggs and sunshine. Also, I've done articles before. Like, I wrote an article on KCON, which was really chaotic for me, because I had to condense so much information in there and it was overwhelming. I had to like write articles and stuff, but I love writing, and it's a hobby that I enjoy, so I do it anyway. Yeah, I just wanted to say that, like, it's not just like writing an essay. Like, journalists and, writers are real people and with real hard jobs. I just want to say that. I've had like 6 years of experience, not bragging or anything, but like, again, like, this was really hard for me to do, and I'm gonna keep doing it any long. And so right here, this is where I'm like proofreading. So I'm sitting there like proofreading multiple times. Proofreading is the most important thing in writing an article or an essay. Like, listen to me. If you are a student and you are writing an essay, like, proofreading is everything. Have many people proofread it. It's the next day and you probably wouldn't know that, but I just told you. So basically that's really all that I do. It's not super like exciting or anything yet. I haven't done anything like in the field or anything, like done interviews and stuff. That would be amazing. Like, that has been a dream for me for a while to do that, but I haven't, gotten a chance to do that. If you have any more questions for me, just like leave it in the comments below. I did work for another company, which I'm not going to say the name for reasons I don't even know in the contract, because I did sign a contract when I wrote for them, if I can say that I work for them or not. But yeah, that company was not the best company in the world. I really love the company that I work with now. They're amazing. But both experiences were similar, like the way that I did my job and everything like that. But like, I think this one is more like personal and I can do more with it. So that's why I wanted to record it, because I think with this one I have almost complete liberty and freedom to write, and they tell me, what I did wrong and stuff, which is another thing that I think is important as well. Yeah, so if you want to see any more vlogs or videos about this, just let me know. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I ended so much footage, like so much footage. Again, this is like a whole hour, so just enjoy the rest of the footage and the music and the ending meme. Okay, bye. Thanks.